accused of making deadly mistakes.
And tonight we uncover another case where a woman says she almost lost her best friend because of a doctor's carelessness. Our Local 6 reporter Carla Castano has this I-team investigation.
See how she's got to walk and the catches on her toes. I can't get it to come forward. It's really sad.
13-year-old Polly can barely walk now.
She came back when she wasn't the same wizard.
Annette Miller says she's surprised her iguana even survived after taking her to St. Francis 24-hour animal hospital for x-rays.
I think they just were rough with her. She had a lot of raspberry on her cheek.
Now Polly has a dislocated, bulging tail and nerve damage. She can't move her front leg.
She was absolutely normal.
She initially went to St. Francis for a bloated stomach full of eggs, but the vet there, Dr. Michael Baker, told Miller there were no eggs and her lizard just needed to restrict activity.
I mean, there were clearly eggs in the x-rays. You can clearly see a bunch of eggs. This is my iguana's eggs that she has loaded up in her.
And another vet agreed, removing dozens of eggs from the iguana.
I'd say 50 to 60. Yeah, there was a lot of eggs in there.
He also found signs of trauma.
That's the way they had her sprawled out on the table.
It looks like there was a nerve loss to that front leg, which would suggest a neck-related injury.
We tried to talk to Dr. Michael Baker, the owner of the vet hospital here. He declined our request for an interview and says he sent the x-rays to an independent radiologist who also found that there were no eggs inside Polly.
Hi, Dr. Baker. Carla Castano with Local 6.
This isn't the first time St. Francis has been accused of misdiagnosing a fatal condition.
Her diagnosis of it all was completely wrong.
Michael Jura says his chocolate lab died 3 days after visiting the hospital. Tadadamski accused the clinic of mishandling his bird, saying it went in for a bacterial infection and came out with a head injury, then died 12 hours later.
I was not allowed to go back to, and she came out with blood in her eye.
First 24-hour clinic in Vancouver in Vancouver County.
In our first report on St. Francis, Dr. Baker denied wrongdoing in both of these cases.
There's no neglect. We do have to restrain them when we handle macaws that can cause potential injury. They can open coconuts, they can take your finger off.
But the Washington Veterinary Board of Directors has disciplined Dr. Baker twice.
We've had lots of complaints.
And is currently investigating the doctor. But so far, despite the complaints, not much seems to stick.
What we have to do is look to see what we can prove. Is there evidence that's provable? Is that evidence provable and the proof shows that they violated a law or a standard of care or professional conduct?
Moyer says before you take your pet to a veterinarian, check them out first. In this case, you can see St. Francis has an F rating with the Better Business Bureau.
She's kind of like flopping around now when she walks.
Something Miller wishes she would have known before bringing Polly to the hospital.
That tears me up, thinking that if I would listen to him and my lizard would be gone right now.
Reporting for you in Vancouver,
It's a really good lizard.
Carla Castano, Local 6.